Hi, everybody. Pastor Deb here. Listen, I just wanted to touch base with you a little bit about our in-person worship, which is going to start again on August 1st. So I hope that you've heard that already and have it on your calendar, but if not, you're hearing it now. Sunday, August 1st, we will be back to weekly worship at Fellowship of Faith. I know that's only one of our currently 4 new worshiping communities. I have not heard yet anything from Cobbs Hill Manor to know about New Life on Monroe or to know about the 2 at the Psych Center. So for right now, we're starting with one place, and that is Fellowship of Faith at St. John's Meadows, same room in Chestnut Court. And the one thing that's different is the time. It's not going to be Sunday mornings anymore. It's going to be 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sundays. We'll see how that works. If we need to move it later in the afternoon, after a month or 2, we can figure that out. But for right now, we're starting at 1 p.m. Sunday, August 1st, in the Parks Room of Chestnut Court at St. John's Meadows. For those of you who live on campus, you know right where that is. And you know the protocol that is being used now over there at the Meadows. For those of you who don't live on campus, I'll tell you that the signage will be up, our regular signs directing you to the room. But the second thing is that there is protocol to be followed. You do not have to show proof of vaccination, but we are asking that if you are not vaccinated, you don't come, or you are very, very, very careful. And you must be masked. Now, others of you may choose to be masked. Here's the deal. At the Meadows, close to 100% of residents and workers have been vaccinated. So they have been worshiping regularly with Reverend Darrell Powell, their chaplain, for the last several months. And they worship in the same room where we do, without masks. And they sing and have all of the responsive readings. But when we who are not residents enter, or perhaps the residents have to do this too, I don't know, but we who are not residents, when we enter, there will be a thermometer right there, positioned on a stand so that you can just walk up to it and it will tell you what your temperature is. When you sign in, record your temperature. And of course, if you are feeling ill in any way, shape, or form, please don't come. We are continuing our online services on our YouTube channel, South Church Rochester, and we intend to continue those for quite some time. So if you can't come to worship with us in person, please go online as you have been doing for the last 14, 15, 16 months, maybe more. All right? For those of you who are coming, it's the honor code. We trust you at your word. If you say you are healthy and feeling well, you are welcome to come. The seats will be set up in the same kind of configuration that they were before, except the organ that had been in the room has been moved out, and we will not be having tables at the back for a coffee hour yet. That might change, but for right now, we're just starting with the basics. So you will be asked to enter that room, the door at the back of the room where you were entering before. There will be a sign on the door when you first come in directing you to the right so that you enter and pick up your bulletin back there and then find a seat. The seats will be spaced out throughout the room, and the communion table will be in approximately the same place except moved back toward the cafe wall, probably a good 10 feet. And the piano will be there. There will be no choir until the fall. So this gives us an opportunity to see how things are working first, okay? So you'll come in, you'll go to that back door, pick up your bulletin. It will have the hymns in it. You don't need the hymnal. And you'll just go and have a seat wherever you'd like. Now, if you are a couple, part of a couple or a family unit, we invite you to move the chairs closer together or as you are comfortable doing. But again, wear your mask if you want to. You don't have to. There will be singing and praying, responsive reading without masks. The only people who have to be masked at St. John's Meadows and Brickstone are the staff people. All right, that's what's going to happen. Our worship will begin at 1 p.m. and on August 1st, that is a communion Sunday, so you will be receiving communion, and we will use the same procedure that Reverend Darrell has been using, where the bread will be cut by people wearing gloves. It will be delivered to you and placed in your hand with a pair of tongs. You will be receiving communion juice, grape juice, that will be in small Dixie cups. We're using paper cups as opposed to plastic for the environment. And you will be able to take those right off the tray yourself. There will be gluten-free crackers available for those of you who need those. And our deacons and elders are organizing now to know who's going to prepare and serve communion on that first Sunday. Andy will be there to provide all of our instrumental music. And as we move forward, we're going to need to have 3 groups of people. And I'm hoping that many of you who live at the Meadows or Brickstone will be able to be part of these 3 groups, because we need you. The first is an altar guild. We haven't had one of those as long as I've been around, and probably longer. But we have banners for every season. And the banners have been organized and are in the process of being reorganized by John Hoost. But John needs help. We need to have all of the banners unrolled. They're currently stored rolled up because of space. So they're stored. They need to be wrapped in plastic. When they're unrolled, we need to catalog them, what is on each banner, so that we know exactly where they are, so that they can be used for the proper season. In some cases, the banners may need to be ironed a bit. Also, the altar guild will be those people who might want to, on occasion, we don't do it every Sunday, but on occasion either arrange for flowers or some sort of floral arrangement or seasonal arrangement to be on the communion table. So if you would like to be a part of that altar guild, please let me know, and I will start to compile the list. The second is the sign brigade. In the past, we have had 3 or 4 people who are willing to go out about an hour before service, maybe half an hour before service, and put the signs up. There are 2 signs that go on Elmwood, and then 3 or 4 signs that direct people to us around the driveway. We need to have some new blood in there, and if you are willing to be a part of that team that then trades off on different Sundays with that responsibility, also, please notify me, the sign brigade. So we have altar, guild, sign brigade, and the third is greeters. And some of you can be on more than one or all 3 of these if you want. But I really want to have more residents from the Meadows involved than we have had in the past. I think in the past there was this sense that, oh, this was South Church from the community and they're here. No, the members who were part of the original South Church, they're only about a third to a half of the people who worship as part of Fellowship of Faith. This is everybody's group. This is your group if you live at the Meadows. This is your group as much as anybody else's. And we're going to need to have greeters. So think about signing up. We call it howdy doody. You are on howdy duty. You're there to say howdy to people and hand them their bulletins when they come in. Or in this case, they'll probably be on the table and you just greet them and say, please help yourself to a bulletin. That's all you have to do. But it's really important to have a happy, cheerful welcome when people enter, especially as we are returning for the first time. And no doubt some new people will be on board. So if you would like to be part of the howdy doody, that is the greeters for Fellowship of Faith, I'd like you to also contact me about that. Everyone is welcome to do any of these 3 things, the altar guild, the sign brigade, or to be a greeter on howdy doody. Okay? I look forward to seeing everybody. I can't wait to be back in person praying with everybody and singing with everybody and just feeling all of the love and the energy. And oh, for those of you who are comfortable with it, the hugs. I'm really looking forward to those. And I understand some of you aren't, and we're not going to push that. It's totally up to you what you are comfortable with. All right, everybody. That's it for now. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. If you have any additional questions other than these, please get in touch with either Kevin at the office, and you should have his email by now, or me. And I'll see you later. God bless. Bye for now.